Welcome to Friday's Market Wrap-Up here at Wealth Creation Investing. Matthew Buckley, the Chief Investment Strategist here at WCI. And wow, what a week it's been. And thank God it's Friday and Expiration Friday. Some really bad macroeconomic data today. First, building permits were flat. Housing starts were flat. Preliminary non-farm productivity quarter over quarter, not good at all. Labor costs in line, but this University of Michigan consumer sentiment, the biggest miss ever. So University of Michigan consumer sentiment just it didn't even fall out of bed. It fell off the top floor. That's not good, folks. That doesn't bode well. With what we saw out of Walmart yesterday, Cisco, seen out of Macy's, we saw out of Aeropostale a couple weeks ago. Looks like the retail folks are really starting to hold on to their wallet a little bit more, which doesn't obviously bode well for our overall stock market. And obviously, unless you've been living in a cave this week, you know that this week was all about what's going to happen in September. Really, fears over the Fed and ending their asset purchases, quote, tapering their asset purchases, really sending this market into a tailspin. This week, we're starting to see the end of Bizarro market, right? Now, Bizarro market, for those of you who follow me, means good news is good news. Bad news is good news, and awful news is just great news. Why? Because the worse the news, the longer the Fed was going to have to stay around and prop up this stock market. Well, Bernanke has more or less shot across our bow and said September. Most economists predict that in the September Fed meeting, they're going to at least start easing asset purchases to maybe by 10 billion a month back down to 75. And the main reason that the market freaked out like it did this week was because economic data, the macroeconomic data that came out this week, were mainly in line. There were some big misses here and there, but all in all, weekly unemployment claims, that's one of the reasons you saw a big drop yesterday morning. Obviously this right here, this was because we got good news out of jobless numbers. Does that make sense? Now that we're getting good news out of jobless numbers, the market goes down. In non-Bizarro market, good news out of jobless numbers, the market would have gone up. But now we're gonna get into this temper tantrum mode that we saw in June, when the Fed even hinted that they were going to start maybe kind of sort of dialing back on getting this market drunk on liquidity. We had a freak out. Well, guess what? Here we go again, folks. But this time, as opposed to all the other times we've seen a freak out in the market, I think this pullback might be a little more, it's not going to be permanent, but it's going to be a little deeper, and it's going to be a little more volatile. We had two great live trading sessions yesterday, one during the afternoon, around noon yesterday, and one last night, where I put two trades, a couple trades, but two, let's just call them insurance trades on, one on the SDS and one on the VIX, both bullish double verticals into September and one into October. Because I really think, as we covered last night and yesterday, that we have the Fed meeting, we have a budget fight, and we have a debt ceiling fight, all coming together in that perfect storm that I've described this week over at Top Gun Options in September. And October, folks, is usually one of the most volatile months in the stock market anyway, so hold on to your hats. But as I said, traders at Top Gun Options and Wealth Creation with Options are ready to go, because we've battened down the hatches and we have our bilge pumps on, so to speak. Look at this portfolio right here at Top Gun Options, the primary trade alert model portfolio. This bullish double vertical out this September on SDS, which, as I just showed you, ProShares ultra short S&P 500. It's up $1,600. I put this on a couple weeks ago, but look at that percentage gain, up 193%. How many of you can point to trades in your portfolio that are up triple digits, nearly 200% gain on essentially what's an insurance policy, a hedge that the market's turning a little bit soft here? So really nice trading going on. And folks, if you haven't gotten a chance to check out the replays from yesterday's live trading sessions at Wealth Creation with Options, I strongly recommend you do it. Matter of fact, I'll throw them in this email right now, and make sure you get on board, because I would not be trading solo going into September and October. If you do, God bless you, good luck. make sure you pack a lunch. Otherwise, get on board wealth creation with options and see how we're battening down the hatches, getting ready for a volatile September, October, and looking how we're going to potentially profit essentially on the stupidity of others, i.e. Washington. All right, guys, got to run. Have a great weekend, and I'll be back Monday with our Monday market outlook. We'll see you.